today. We're at Shepherdsville, Kentucky, but at KOA here. It's a nice campground, but I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about your next RV, or maybe your first RV, depending on what your circumstances are. We're offering for sale our 2017 Grand Design Reflection 367 VHS fifth wheel. So just a few of the highlights. It's got 4 slides. It's got a 12 cubic foot LP/AC dual fuel refrigerator. It's got a 6-gallon DSI and electric water heater. It can make up to 17.8 gallons of hot water every hour. It's a mid-bunk rear living floor plan, so we'll get into that when we get inside. It's got 2 AC units, 50 amp electric service with a 25-foot cord, plus I have a 25-foot extension cord. It's got 2 7,000-pound axles. It's got Goodyear G614 tires, USA made tires, G-rated tires, 14 ply. It's got a TPO roof, thermoplastic polyolefin roof. It's got a queen bed in the master. It's got the auto level. It's the electric Lippert 3.0 ground control system. It does have a receiver hitch on the rear that's not necessarily for towing. It's got a 300-pound rating. I do have an F-rated Carlisle radial trail HD spare tire. It's the same size as these G-rated tires, but it's just left over from the last set of tires. Been on the road one time. And it's got 2 skylights and this 21-foot awning. So anyway, we'll get started here. I've got 2 batteries on this rig, and they're up in this forward compartment. And this is also where the solar hookup is. I'm actually installing a new solar panel. This is a charger maintainer. This goes with it. I'm installing this one today because the other solar panel got damaged. So at any rate, got huge storage in this. A lot of what you're going to see inside the storage here goes with the camper. The majority of it does. So we've got this towel rack that mounts to the ladder. Got plenty of dunnage, leveling blocks for leveling up the camper side to side before you use the ground control system. I've got a canopy. I've got this Coleman road trip grill. I think you can probably see that under there. Furniture, a little table, different things like that. It all goes with it. I've got some of these chalks you put in between the wheels to try to keep the shaking down. One of the TVs is in this outdoor storage area. Here it's a 32-inch TV with a Blu-ray player. Nice little storage area there. Of course, there's one of the slides. If we show the tires, these are the G614 Goodyear USA made tires. These tires were $370 some odd a piece. They're great tires. It's actually the 3rd set of tires I've had on this rig. The original tires I only kept on about a year. They were some of the less expensive E-rated tires. Then I moved up to F-rated tires, and whenever I replaced those, I went with the G-rated tires. So around the back here, you got your access ladder to the roof. And you can see this thing loaded with windows. You can see the big rear window for the rear living. So one of the things that goes with this that's an add-on is this backup camera and observation camera. So you can not only use it for seeing what's behind the rig when you're backing it up, but also you can watch behind the rig on the interstate and see both lanes on each side of you and see when people are getting ready to pass you and different things like that. So, and then the other 3 slides are here on the driver's side or the road side, as it's sometimes called. So, and there's your sewer hookups. This rig has 2 gray tanks, both 43 gallons each, and 1 black tank at 43 gallons. So what I do is I actually keep this aftermarket valve here, and I keep both my gray things pulled, so it combines my gray tank capacity to 86 gallons, doing it that way. And then whenever I'm ready, I just pull that and let the water out. So then also one of the things I've got, some of the extras that go with it are 2 surge guards. There's the 50 amp model that's installed now because I'm hooked up to a 50 amp service, which is typically what I'm doing anyway. I also have a 30 amp model too, in case you ever can't get a 50 amp campground. But this rig has never been plugged into electric without this surge protector. It protects the inverter and the electronics and everything. This is your water management system. It's kind of it's a neat system. Helps you to winterize and everything. This brass water pressure regulator with the gauge goes with it. Got your kingpin lock. This is the water softener. The water softener is something that goes with this rig as well. There's your control panel for your ground control 3.0 system. It shows that it's level now because that little dot's in the middle. It's pretty simple to use and keeps you from having to do any cranking or anything by hand. So anyway, and this is the this slide here has two little blue lights under it for nighttime. And then there's actually a light here, an LED light at the front cap for like hitching up at night. And I've always used one of these lube discs in place of grease for my resting plate. I do use a towing lubricant on the kingpin. Two of the major things that do not go with this, I'm not interested in selling my truck, and I will not be selling my fifth wheel hitch. So those are two things, but I could, depending on the circumstances, I could arrange to deliver the rig to the buyer, whatever the case might be. Some other things that aren't included, you'll see a stick vacuum, a battery rechargeable stick vacuum. I'm keeping that, and some other personal items. I'll try to point that out as we go. Some of the things that are extras that are included are the 50 and 30 amp surge guards I talked about. I've got a 50 amp extension cord in case you're farther away. The 100-watt battery, solar battery charger maintainer, the water softener thing that I showed you. There's a 12-cup coffee maker, 4-slice toaster, a NutriBullet mixer, most of the linens and blankets. Some we will not be getting rid of. The Easy Tire TPMS, a tire pressure management system, so you've got a little screen. There will be in the photos that you can see in the truck. Some of the pillows you'll see will go. The leveling gear, the blocks that you see, and all the chalks, wheel chalks and everything. The backup camera, obviously, and then of course I have dog bones for the electric when you do have a 30 amp, so you can you still plug your cord into it. The brass water pressure regulator, the Road Trick grill. It's got a 10. That grill has had the I converted it. It actually runs off this gas port that's right under here. It's got a 10-foot pigtail. I've got a 15-foot sunshade that you actually put in the track of this, and I'll put a photo out there for that. And if you got sun coming in this way, it keeps the sun off of you. I've got that ladder mounted towel rack. There are 3 TVs on the rig, 2 32-inch, one of these is right here, and a 24-inch, and 2 Blu-ray players. They all go. The silverware, the utensils, pots and pans that you're going to see, some of the tableware will go. Got a wall mounted fan for that mid-bunk room. All that goes. So all the water hoses, filters. Long story short is, if you bought this, you could go camping with before you go home with it. It's going to be ready to go. It's going to be turnkey as far as that's concerned. Well, let's go inside. So now we're inside. This is the rear living thing, and this was what was attractive to us about this rig, because we've got kids, and so I know you're probably begging the question that needs an answer. Our kids are older. We're going to sell this rig, probably wait a year or two because we've got things we want to do to our house, and then buy a smaller rig, downsizing typically. Because we're on the verge of empty nesting, as they call it. But what was attractive about this is we got the bunk rooms, but we also got the rear living. And those of you that have been in campers before that have the bunk rooms at the back, your rear living, you got more of a middle living kitchen area with limited number of windows. But obviously there are tons of windows, and it's got these shades that just push up and down. They're really easy to use and everything. You got your theater seating, your fireplace. There's the other 32-inch TV and everything. And naturally, some of the things that you're seeing right now, like the DVDs, the personal photos, this cool rock that my sister-in-law made, none of that goes. We're keeping that stuff. Some other personal things in here, which some of this stuff will go. Got storage here. This is where we keep our dishes. These Disney dishes we are planning to keep. A lot of this other stuff, some of it will be going. There's the coffee maker, microwave, the gas stove. It's got 3 burners. It's got this cover that's built in. It's got these nice large drawers. You can see the stuff we're keeping in these drawers. Again, certain things from Walt Disney World we won't be selling with it. But lots of this stuff, all this stuff will go. So you got lots of storage room there. This is, I'll probably keep this. It came from New Orleans, but again, a lot of these linens are going to go. I mean, we leave all this stuff on here. We don't carry much between our home and in here when we go on trips, so most of all this stuff is going to go. Got storage under the sink. A lot of these cleaning products, we're just going to send it all with it because we have it all at home anyway. Refrigerator, like we talked about, we'll keep my magnet collection. It's been fun. I'll probably transfer it to the new rig when I get one if it's got a magnetic refrigerator, just from places we've gone. This is the pantry in the kitchen, which is fantastic. You can see how much stuff we've got in here. Here's the NutriBullet mixer and everything that goes with it, and then the toaster that we're selling with the rig. More storage up there. A lot of things like these gallon bags and trash bags, I mean, we already have that stuff at home, so we're just planning on leaving it on there. You can do what you will with it. So, the mid-bunk room is right here. It has this slide area, and it's great. You know, so this is one of those trifold sofas. The sofa in the back that you saw is also a trifold. This is the box for the solar panel that I'm leaning towards keeping for storage. But there's a closet with hanging in here, as well as these nice sized drawers. And then that's your power management system. So your fuses for the 12 volt and breakers for the 120 volt stuff there. This is the mount for the fan. We've got this wall mounted fan. This room does get a little bit warm when the temperature's way up. But it does have air conditioning ducts in here. It can get a little bit warm. So, coming up the stairs, got this access. It's actually got this loft area above the bunk, and this is the fan that goes on that bracket in that other room. So it's wall mounted. It oscillates. It's got multiple speeds. It's a nice little thing. And so this is great for your younger kids. They typically see it as an adventure to get up there. And we actually added felt pads so it wouldn't damage the floor. And you can see the floor is still in great shape. We took delivery of this unit in August of 2016, so it'll be on the road 5 years this August of 21, and it's in fantastic shape. You can review the photos outside. There's no delamination, nothing. I'm very meticulous with maintenance. I've kept up with the caulking and sealing and everything, and so there have been no leaks that I'm aware of. This is the bathroom. It's a nice sized bathroom for an RV. No corner shower, one of those small showers. I think this shower is roughly 48 by 30. It's got the glass doors. You can see all the storage. A lot of the linens and towels. There are a few beach towels we will keep, but most of it's going to go with it. Porcelain toilet. Got your medicine cabinet here. These drawers, and of course storage on the underside here. So plenty of room. Then this is the master bedroom. Queen bed. You can convert to a king. You just have to take those little side tables out. But obviously the head of the bed is in this slide. That's the second air conditioner. It is not ducted with the other one, but it does a fine job of helping to cool the unit down when you're in a real hot market or something. You got your all your drawers and everything. There's that other television. You got your overhead storage. It's got the batwing antenna. This unit was the year before they switched over to the new dome style television antennas, but it does a great job. And then of course you got this front closet that's got plenty of storage. There's a stick vacuum that doesn't go with it, I'm keeping. And back there is a washer and dryer hookup that I've never used, but I have winterized it every year. I don't think you're going to be able to see that, but it is back there. But I've never had any inclination to put a washer and dryer in the unit for anything. So that's it. I'm going to put plenty of photos on here. The bedspread does go with it. It's and there's also storage under the bed, which obviously we have stuff in there. We got a mattress topper that we use on that bed in the mid bunk when we have guests and things like that. But this is the bedspread that actually came with the unit, so it goes and everything. But again, I'm going to put lots of pictures out there, and interested parties, I'll spend whatever time on the phone, get additional photos, additional video if needed. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.